Good morning, good morning. It is Motivation Station with Rose and Sanjay. Rose, good morning, good morning. Hello,
Good
hello.
morning. It wasn't showing us on YouTube, it just did. It was like kind of
Oh,
weird. But anyway,
might be
I thought I won't
some.
be able to see no one's chat. Good morning, motivated people. We are a few minutes late. I guess it's a tradition now.
Yeah, now it's just cutting it close
we
every
will
time.
be. We will be
It-
on
It's funny.
time.
It's funny because I was
Sanjay is
like,
playing too much.
no, because it's funny because last night I actually shut down my computer, and I was like, oh, because it got too hot in my room. So I was like, I'll just shut it down. Then when I shut up this morning, it took like 10 minutes to do an update. I'm like, why is it updating today, out of all days? And like even the last few times, the app that I use to do the streaming has updated a few times too. And I'm like, I don't understand why all these updates are happening. But you know what? It is what it is. It happens. Ugh.
Very, very interesting. Okay.
How are you
So,
today?
good. I'm still fasting. It you could see. It says Ramadan Kareem. I'm still fasting.
Mm.
And I'm wishing everybody easy fast. And it's a great way to cleanse your body, heal your body, and connect to yourself, to your soul, to your higher self,
Mm.
and of course connect to the higher being.
That's good.
So
Yeah, no,
um,
I'm happy the fasting's going well. I know
wishing
for my other
wishing
friends.
everybody to actually do according to fasting, not just gorge.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
I've
I
seen a lot of people, they fast all day and in the end of the day they just gorge like three, four plates. I'm like, what are you doing? This is not what the fasting is about.
It's okay. I mean, I like I said,
You're actually
I don't
doing
know how
worse
not.
to your
Yeah,
body than. But
but that's not even just like a normal like, hey, this is how you fast properly, or for Ramadan. But people just do that in general, thinking that will work. Like even me, like I told you, for like weeks now, I've been doing like fasting, and then like I think for me it worked out a little better because my body started like getting hungry for the right things. So then like I would like at least eat right and then be satisfied by like eating right. So even like what. If it started about 3 weeks ago, like I am feeling like a little bit better. I am feeling a little bit more refreshed. I've gone to the gym 3 times in a row this week, which is a lot more than I'm used to doing. My body sores, or is like sores complete crap, right? But like I haven't been craving certain foods. I haven't been like late night snacking like I do often. And even when I late night snack, I would still eat healthy, but like the whole point is to not eat late night, right? So I stopped doing that. I think the latest I eat now is like about like 7:30. Like whenever I finish dinner, I'll have like a little light snack, and that light snack is just like berries, like blueberries and wild berries, and just something like like something small like that. And then I'll even try to avoid drinking too much water at night, but like I'll still sip water like here and there. But sometimes I try to cut it off by a certain point. And it's funny because as I told you last week, I got a new job. I haven't started
yes,
this week.
you were having a week off.
Yeah, I literally ended up having the complete week off because I was supposed to start Friday, and they're like, you know what, it's kind of weird to start on Friday. We'll just have you start Monday, right? Now, as much as I had a week off, I wanted to like relax, take some time to myself, and do things. I did that in the sense of like being home. I was able to spend time with my family, spend time gaming with friends that normally are not available. I was able to do a whole lot um, of stuff there, but like I wasn't really able to go out. So my last job had to pay me out for my last month that I worked, and they waited till like the very last day. So they waited till Friday to pay me, but they didn't even pay me at the beginning of the day Friday like they should have. They paid me at the end of the day Friday, but I think they only like processed and pushed it further because I reached out and I was like, yo, you guys didn't pay me yet. And like I couldn't do anything this week. So I didn't have a lot more money left in my account because I signed my wife up for the gym. I signed her up for classes. So like I had to pay for all that, and I'm like, oh, you know what? If I get paid a few days early on Wednesday, which technically I sometimes get paid a little bit early, I'll be fine because I could buy groceries, I can go out if I want, go have a drink with one of my old friends, whatever, right? None of that happened because like they didn't pay me. So the only thing I had left was like about 20, 15 bucks left in my
They
pocket,
didn't
cash.
pay you?
Now right off the bat. But I think I don't know why they didn't process it right away like they should on a normal last day of work. But technically, my last day of work was like last Friday, and they're like, "Well, we're not gonna pay you till you return your equipment." I'm like, "I already shipped it. You guys should have it." So they reached out to me Wednesday, like, "Oh, can you check the shipping, like the tracking, right?" And I'm like, "You guys made the label. You guys can check it." But okay, no problem. I'll check it. And I was like, "It got delivered Tuesday." It's like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "All right. So if it got delivered Tuesday, you guys should process my last check because now I'm done, right?" They waited till the end of the day Friday. So I mean, I was cool with them until up until that point, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to say something about this. But anyway, long story short, I had
Not playing
like
games.
I had like 15 bucks left in my account. My daughter was like begging me. She's like, "Oh, can we go out to eat?" And I was like, "Really don't have a lot, but okay, I'll try to wing it." So we went out to eat. I had a gift card that like I was trying to save for my wife and I. But we went out to eat. We went somewhere. We got some like food. I was able to pay for it, and I was like, this is like the last of my money. And at first I thought I had to start work Friday, and I was like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna commute to the office on like I'll have enough to do my round trip and take the subway, and that's it. Like I mean, I generally bring lunch anyway, so I'd be okay. But that would have been like the final of my money on that Friday.
Oh
But
my
fortunately,
goodness.
it was cutting it so close. But when I reached out Thursday to the people that wanted me to work, they're like, no, 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 you can just start Monday. I was like, all right, well, at least I don't have to travel. So like every day, I kind of just relaxed. And like the one thing I could have done was just stress about it, right? The one thing I could have done
Yeah.
is just been like, yo, like I didn't get my money, like I can't go grocery shopping, I can't get like the right foods for me to eat. Like I struggled because like I like my parents, like they don't understand the diet I'm on, so they know that I'm like kind of like fasting, but they don't know what kind of food I'm eating, right? So they'll make the normal Indian food and the normal foods that they make, and I'm like, yo, I can't eat this, right? And not because it's not delicious or anything like that. It is actually pretty damn good. It's just not healthy for me to eat because once you're on a certain diet, like or like a keto diet or something along the lines, if you eat foods that you normally eat before that were like carby, your stomach does not handle it well. Your stomach's just like, what the hell is this food again? So like
Yes.
even today, actually, at the end of the podcast, I have to go grocery shopping. My daughter wants to go to Burger King, right? Because like normally we take her there as like tradition. I was like, all right, I'll take you, right? But but what I used to do was I would like be like, oh, I'm fasting or I'm trying to eat healthy, but like I'm like, all right, it's Burger King. I'll just go once. I should be okay, right? Now I'm at least comfortable to say like I can take my daughter to Burger King, get her Happy Meal or whatever it is equivalent to there, right? And then that's it. Just get that, let her eat. I'll chill, and then after she's done eating, we'll go to ShopRite. We'll get whatever I need. Normally now what I do is I'll get something healthy to eat from ShopRite. So if I go to Burger King hypothetically, they have deals for like 2 for 7, 3 for 8, something like that, right? Like some sort
Yeah.
of unhealthy, but delicious sort of meal, right? But instead, I'll just go to Shoprite, and they'll have like little salads for sale that have you know, like nuts and cheese and things like that, and they're like 3.99, 4.99. And at the time when I used to look at that, I'm like, oh my god, that's expensive. But compared to what I pay at fast food, and especially nowadays what I pay for fast food, I'm like 4.99 for a salad. I'll take that. That sounds amazing. So then I just buy that, and then I bring home and I eat it. So
Now, what the fast food costs, you could go to the diner and spend the same amount of money.
that you are out. So there's a place that we go to called Burger House in Carteret, right? I took my wife and kid there, and there, I mean, the food is good. Like it's better than fast food, and it does take time for them to make it, and it comes out good, right? Like a single burger is 8.99, like just like the burger itself. If you want it as a meal, it's like I think it's 10.49 or maybe a little bit more, but you get fries and a drink, right? But Burger King's like that. McDonald's is like that. Like they have deals, like you can get, um, for example, a $5 deal at McDonald's where you get like a single burger, fries, and a drink for $5, right? But like for a place to get like like a gourmet burger, I guess you can say it's called, because you know, you get the burger you get from McDonald's for $5 is literally just like bun, meat, cheese, and that's it, right? So like, you know, to get like a gourmet burger, to get a little bit of lettuce, to get a little bit of tomato, just to have a little bit of a healthier burger, costs $8.99. I'm like, dude, that is actually no, it costs $9.49 because it's 50 cents more at the place at Burger House. Now the quality of the food is better according to my wife. Like, she's like, it's actually really, really good. But like, dude, for $9.49 for just a burger, for one single burger is crazy. So I don't know. I don't really like to go out to eat unless I'm like, today's the day of going out because I promised my family I'd go out. So Burger King
Yeah.
for my daughter, and then tonight I'm taking my Korean wife. I'm taking my wife out for a Korean barbecue. I'm taking my wife out for Korean barbecue tonight. So
Yeah,
should be a
that's
good time. But
great.
you're absolutely right. Like I told my daughter, I was like, do you want to go to Burger King or do you just want to go to a diner? Because at least I can get like a grilled cheese sandwich at a diner, and it'll still cost like $9.99 for a grilled cheese or tomato soup. You know, like I'd rather just do that at that point. But
Yeah.
the kid wants what the kid wants. You know,
Ah,
it
yeah.
is what it is. But so, you know, back to what I was saying. I mean, it's been a struggle of a week just because of that kind of situation where I was just like, you know, I'm happy to have this is the first time I've had a week off of like doing absolutely nothing in like, oof, like 4 or 5 years, you know, like, because well, I'd say 2 3 years, because like, you know, I've had I have a week off when I went to like Myrtle Beach. Like, you know, when I take Myrtle Beach vacation, I take like a week off generally.
Mhm.
But even then, I'll do some sort of work because I'm always dedicated to work. So, you know, not literally having nothing to do work wise this week was, you know, refreshing. Going to the gym every day was refreshing. It was good for my mindset. I caught up with one of my old babysitters for Lily, and she was like, "Oh, you look great. You're doing well. You know, like, you know, you look healthy." And I'm like, honestly, it's because I'm just, you know, like I talked about before, like I've been still kind of like suffering mentally. Like I'm still kind of sad about stuff, but it's like in the back burner of my mind. It's not in the front like it used to be, right? But it's still there. And especially when I have like no money in my account, my kid's like, you know, she wants to buy stuff, and you know, it's nothing big, it's silly stuff, to be honest, right? But she's always like, oh, I want to go out to eat and like stuff like that, because she's used to my weekly traditions of doing this, you know. Like now she's trying to understand the days of the week. So like she's come to learn, okay, so Saturday and Sunday my dad is home, and then you know, Monday, Thursday, Friday, my dad goes to work. I'm like, no, 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 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And she's like, okay, okay. And she, you know, it's like she's trying to process all this, but she's like, okay, well, Saturday we normally go to ShopRite, and when we go to ShopRite, we get food, you know? So it's like she tries to process all this together. But like, you know, during the week, I was like, I would have loved to take my daughter to the mall, you know, let her play on the carousel, let her go on the little train ride at the mall and stuff like that. And I couldn't do anything, and like in my head, like I just felt like crap. And it's funny because like my wife has a
You
friend.
set aside the money for that, right? For the
So
tradition.
like that's the thing, like I did, but then when unexpected bills happen from like medical bills and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like you're not prepared. And especially like I told you, like I don't know what it is, but getting paid once a month was just disastrous. For me, it was just way too much for me, because like I tried to settle out all my bills at the beginning of the month, but then that would leave
Mhm.
like nothing left, and I'm like, how are my bills this high? And it's because of like past bills that I'm still catching up to, and then like now I have even like more bills, right? So um you know, it's tough for me financially. Like, I mean, I was getting there, and then like I was good, and I was like, if I got paid at the beginning of this week, I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have had like late fees and stuff like that. And I'm like, these are all like making me bleed. And like, you know, like, I mean, fortunately nobody was like calling me, abusing me, saying, hey, your payment didn't go through, hey, your payment didn't go through. They just kept reprocessing it, because I think one of my bills knows that I get paid at the end of the month. So when they pulled like on the 24th, and they saw the process didn't, the payment didn't go through. They're like, they just pushed it to the end of the month. So then now it went through without any problems. But like, they paid me out Friday, like the one big lump sum, and I paid the past dues, and now like starting like today and going forward is all just normal bills going forward, which I have the money for. But anyway, so like, I was fighting my own demons, so to speak, in my head for just because of all that trouble. But honestly,
Yeah.
what kept me going was just like, let me go to the gym. Let me focus on me. Let me just focus on the good times ahead. Let me just focus on my blessings, like we talked about. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I'll be fine. I'll be good, right? So during the week, I mean, I had friends who stuck through and through for me, so it was peaceful in that sense. Like going to the gym 3 days a week was nice too, because like, people saw me there, and there's people who saw me there when I used to go like months ago. So when they saw me there now, they're happy to see me again because it's just been a while.
Yeah.
It's nice to have someone to go with now. But like, my wife hasn't gone like the last few days, but like she's just been kind of busy. But I'm getting there, and I think it's just because I just have faith in the the forwarding of it, right? I have faith in like the future, because like I know now that like, I just got paid now, and then I'll get paid from this new job in 2 weeks, and then after that, God willing, all goes well. Uh, it is I'll hopefully get just paid every week, and every week. And if you get paid every week, then it's just like, it's nice to have money in my pocket
It's
and go from there.
different. Yeah. It's different. So, one of the things that I've learned this week, I'm getting more into is we're speaking to spirituality, and I'm getting more deeper. I getting a professional numerology education. And it's not only numerology, it's everything. It's planets, it's so many techniques and activation. A lot of your numbers on your birthday can tell you exactly what you already have. I don't know if you guys believe in it or not, but this is something that I do appreciate the science, and I believe that numbers has a lot to say
Yeah, I
according to
remember
your
you mentioned that.
birthday.
Hmm.
And one of the things that I've learned, which is going to, on top of what we're already doing, focusing on the blessings, right? Counting blessings. It's it's every time we're going through some sort of a situation or something comes up or negativity or we're feeling angry. Even the comment right now coming up, right? We feel something like angry or like unexpected, right? Situation. So you right away shift your focus on what you have. What can you be grateful right now? Right now, I'm grateful for sun that's looking at me. I'm grateful for beautiful weather. I'm grateful that I have water, hot water. I am grateful for that we having a show. So boom, automatically the same second, you can say at least 5 things to 10 things you're grateful for in the same second. You shift your focus,
Mm.
and that what you're grateful for becomes from negative becomes positive. You don't have to get rid of the negativity. You don't have to shift your belief system. You don't have to do none of that. All you have to shift your focus, what you already have, what you're
Mm.
grateful for. Maybe you had only $15, but you had $15.
Yeah, yeah.
You had that gift card,
No,
you
that's why I
know,
said like that little
and
grateful.
that right there
Mm.
will fill your cup, and the focus, where focus goes, that's where it grows, right?
Mm.
And by I'm doing the one of the techniques today is writing it down everything in my mind. That's the second technique I'm sharing. So everything that's in my mind, like for 5 minutes, you take a 5 minute timer and you write down everything in your mind. Like whatever is there, good, bad, ugly, whatever, you just write it down and you throw it out. Like in pieces you throw it out. And you do it until your brain starts creating idea instead of living in that thought.
Mm-hmm.
And that, when I made that today before the podcast, I was like, for the first time, I was like, why? It's actually, for like 4 minutes, I was writing it, and the last minute, it started creating ideas. I'm like, let me, and I understood that I was leaving on the things that I don't have. I was focusing on the things that I don't have instead of focusing on what I have, you know? And
Mm,
this writing it down technique, not just thinking about writing it down technique, actually shows you what's inside your brain, because
yeah.
otherwise we don't see it. It's there, but we don't see it. And I am encouraging everyone today who's watching us, listening us, try these two techniques. Somebody get you angry. What can you be grateful for? Five, 10 things, really quick. Even the sun, even the whatever it's around you.
Mm. No, I
And
agree.
then try to do the technique in the morning, like what's in your brain. Right down. Throw it out and do it every day. You can do it for 1 month, you can do it for 6 months until you start generating that gratitude, and automatically your brain focuses on what you have, not what you don't have.
Yeah.
That's practice. You can't just do it once and like, okay. That's like
It's
dedication,
like
but
a
it's
level.
only
Like,
5 minutes a day.
it's like going to the gym. You can't like. I remember going to the gym here and there, and I would go for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh, I see a difference. I feel a difference, and it's like I just love the fact that I've been going for, like I said, for a few weeks
Yeah,
now, and I'm like, I don't really see, like, I felt the difference. Like, I definitely lost like maybe a few pounds, but
yeah.
like I know that it's gonna take time to do, and I want to get more into it. Oh yeah, I want to follow up with that comment too. Sanjay is feeding you a line of bull. Larry, I would absolutely love if you could elaborate on that, because I would love to talk about that. But
Larry,
anyway,
maybe you should go to the podcast and tell everything that you feel,
yeah,
because we
honestly,
are receiving a
I'm
beautiful comments from you, and I don't know where coming from this,
yeah, no,
the
I'm
being hurt part, being not satisfied with your life. What is going on, Larry? What's going on?
listen. I please, like, you can't show up and
These
just be,
comments,
you
yes.
can't just show up and say Sanjay's feeding a line of bull. For what it's worth, Sanjay said a lot of comments now, so you're gonna have to tell me which line is a bull, man.
So when
I'd
these
appreciate
comments
that.
are coming, they're not coming from from beautiful gratitude and love space. It comes from hurt, a lot of hurt, a lot of dissatisfaction. And here we are as a motivation station to help you to go from dissatisfaction, hurt place to at least I like what I have, I feel grateful, and then down the line to become I love, to bring out the love instead of bringing out this bullet line.
I'm not even phased by it. Like, I read the line, and I at first, like, I glanced at it, and I didn't really read it. I just read bull, and I'm like, bull, what are you talking about? And then I read the whole comment. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine, because the thing is, I'm not even saying everything that's coming out of my mouth is correct. It's not 100% like the best of the best, but just saying how I feel, and then I ride that through. So, like I said, I would love for you to elaborate on that so we can talk about that more. But I agree with what you're saying, that it's a practice to perfect the self, right? It's a practice to, like, get better every day, and like you said, it was in a way sad that it's like I only have $15 in my account, right? But on the flip side, in another way, I should be grateful that I also have $15 in my account. Like, I was grateful that that day it was
That was a
enough.
negative 100,000 grand.
Yeah, but
Oh,
on the flip side, it was like at least I was able to take my kid out and have a nice little, like, lunch or whatever it was that day. And like, my biggest thing is that I think one thing I'm proud of this week that has taken me a while to do is the fact that, like, I took it day by day. You know, like, I knew that I was eventually gonna get paid, and I wasn't worrying about it too much. Like, I was falling behind on bills, which was stacking up because of the, like, the late payments, or whatever it may be.
yeah,
And I
because
was
you're
just,
getting paid once a month. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, you know what? Like, those are gonna hit, and they're gonna say, like, oh, hey, you're a little bit behind on bills. But I was like, they'll be paid. I know they'll be paid, so I'm not too worried about it, right? I think the only thing that took away this week was just, like, you know, the weather. The weather was crazy, right? So we had more snow again. uh,
I've
um,
seen, and it's more coming on Tuesday.
it just like does not end. But actually it's crazy because we had more snow this week, but the weather like today, yesterday was 50s. We
Gina.
ac- we actually had 50s weather. So most of the snow is gone, which was perfect
Wow, it was
timing. Yeah,
so much
it
snow,
was
but you're gonna have another snow on Tuesday.
yeah, but that one I don't think it's supposed to be as bad. It's just being gonna be
It's
another
supposed to
like
be
3 to
12 to
4.
14 inches.
Did they say? I have to really look that up.
It's supposed to be a biggest one of all.
The temperature wise, it's been even the when it snowed last week, during the week or whatever, right? It was a lot of like Monday it snowed, right? It was a lot of snow, but it was warmer,
Oh,
so it wasn't as bad. Oh, sorry. Hey Gina.
Gina,
Uh,
no worries. No
I've been
worries.
missing the motivation. I just haven't been able
We
to make it
miss you
that much.
too, but no
Nah, you're
worries.
good, Gina.
Take your time.
I actually
Take your
talk to
time.
Gina as often as I can. I'll text her. Like, sorry, I haven't texted in a while. I've just been kind of like with life, but I've been checking up on Gina, and we actually have to go out again soon. Um,
Gina, 70
yeah, but
degrees
say
would be nice
that's the
too. It's
thing.
been cold.
So Tuesday, right? Tuesday it's supposed to snow again, but like the weather's still supposed to be in the 40s and 50s. And my wife was actually saying like, I mean, obviously March is still far away, but weather forecasts are predicting it's already going to be in 60s and 70s by March. And I was like, that's oh wait, by April. April? No, no, no. And in the next few weeks, holy crap, I forgot we're already in March. Or we're gonna
Okay,
be.
tomorrow is March
Yeah,
1st.
yeah. I didn't even know we're in March. Yeah, damn. Okay,
And
well,
in a lot of countries, March 1st is the first day of the spring.
spring weather
It's
is
only
coming.
here in the United States, first day of the spring is 21st. Other countries celebrating it on the first of the March. So tomorrow is the first day of the spring in a lot of countries. So congratulations, spring is around the corner. I already went outside yesterday, saw some um like the we have my neighbors have apple tree and a peach tree, and it's a peach state. Georgia known for peach
Yeah,
states, a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
peaches, peach festivals and stuff like that. So they have a peach tree. They actually planted from the seed. But anyways, it's big now and it's already having the buds. Already you can see it's gonna be blooming in a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
But it's been cold around here too. It's been raining. We had rain yesterday, the day before, like 3 days in a row. You guys had snow, we had rain,
Mm.
cold rain.
Mm.
You know, the wind
Like
through
ugly
rain.
rain.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ugly rain where you can't even go outside. You can't even do anything.
Enjoy. Yeah. No, I get you. Nope.
Mm.
Yeah, that too. Daylight savings time's coming up. I think we switch our clocks next week, an hour
Oh, we
forward,
do
something
that
forward.
too, right?
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
I have
But
to
yeah,
remember
no,
that.
same. I'm motivated for spring. Like I think we even said before. I can't believe like it's already March, which is absolutely exciting. Yeah, we gotta hit up Frank for that boat trip. I gotta tell him like, hey, make that happen. Warmer weather is coming.
We
We're gonna ride
need
the boat.
to.
We're gonna ride the boat all day from
We need
Jersey.
to.
We're gonna wrap it around and go to Georgia and meet you on the water side
Oh,
of Georgia and
please
pick you.
do. You know why? Because right now I have to change my passport. My passport is expiring
Oh,
when
wait, do
on
you have to come
May.
back to
So
New York for that? No. Yeah.
yes,
No. Oh, you
May
do.
7 is expiring. But the thing is, they telling me now because of all the vandalism that's happening with the Russian embassy, because the war,
Hmm.
the wait is longer than 3 months.
Yeah.
So now I'm number 797. So even if they see 50 people a day, which I don't think so, I don't know how many people they see a day, how
Yeah.
process is going. It'll take 4 months.
Yeah. That sucks.
And if they see less than 50 people a day, so it's gonna take longer, which means I won't be able to fly with
Yeah.
expired passport. So that means I could take Amtrak, which is 19 hours to New York,
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be a long trip, but or
a
a bus ride, which
bus,
is just as long or longer.
22, I think it's 20 or 22, or I have to ride in the car, which is
Don't.
another 12 hours. It's
Yeah.
still,
That's
oh,
a long trip.
it's a little less hour wise, but it's so that's why I
Don't
love planes.
don't quote me on this because I could be 100% wrong. Because my wife was saying that it is possible that even if your passport is expired, you can fly domestically. But do not quote me on this because I didn't believe her when she said it too. But maybe look into that because you might be able to fly with an expired passport domestically. So you still might be able to fly to at least New
Mm,
York.
the thing
But
is,
I
the
don't know if that's
passport
true.
is a Russian passport.
No,
So,
so my wife said the same thing because she had a Korean passport. So actually, I don't know how true it is, but she actually did renew her passport. We had to do it in New York as well. So now she has an updated Korean passport. I just haven't tried flying with it yet, just because like don't know how things work with that.
the
And
flying is great. Domestically flying is great
oh, no,
because
no, I
only
mean,
one. Yes.
no, I just meant with like that Korean passport, not flying. The flying part, flying part, I love. Flying is fine. I just meant with a Korean passport because like the other thing
Yeah,
is,
with a Korean passport or with my passport, that's what I fly with. Because all they
yeah,
want to check
because
is your name and the ticket has to be the same name. That's the only thing they check.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
check your
yeah,
ticket.
yeah.
They don't check nothing else.
Oh, but I think that's another thing is I have to update her. There's things I have to do paperwork wise because I actually have some other paperwork I'm finishing up the process for as well. So then we can do other things because I mean I'm planning at this point I'm planning to come maybe visit you at the end of March or within April because I think that would be the best time for me to like fly out for like the weekend. Like I'll come down on a Friday and then I'll stay till like Sunday, so then we can do what we need to do for like motivation station and whatever, just to see you again and stuff like that. But
Yeah, we need to talk about
I,
this.
I I also need to. I'm thinking about flying to California to visit some friends, and I want to take my wife and things with me. Um, just like smaller things there. Not how I don't have too much planned beyond that, but I want to start knocking some stuff out. So part of the motivation of spring coming up is also just like the fact that and also to the topic of our podcast of like
Yeah, we
connecting
could do a
spirituality.
podcast together.
Yeah, that
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
say
if I can do
Friday
it
to
Saturday. Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could set that up. um for me to feel better too, because like I said, I've been feeling mentally better. Like for me now, it's at a point, and I think I was trying to get into this, was that I've been still going through some tough times, like mentally. I'm just still trying to fight through, but I've been motivated, especially now after getting paid. I've been more motivated to stay positive, to stay like positive, and like I've been going to the gym like 3 days a week, and it's funny because like I don't even hesitate about going to the gym anymore. I'll just get up and go. And like normally I go in the afternoon because like my daughter wants to come. They have a daycare there, so she likes to play with the kids, watch SpongeBob, enjoy
Yeah.
herself, right? So the other day, Thursday, my wife had an event at the library, right? And the library is right next to the gym in my town. So she's like, "Can you take us?" Because normally my mom would give her a ride, and I'll be honest, I've been sleeping in, and only because my body has been so sore, and also I have to eat more because my body needs to recover from exercising. I just don't have the right foods to
Yeah.
eat to like
Amino
recover.
acids really good for that too.
Yeah, I mean, I had like protein shakes, which have been doing really good for my blood sugar and all that. I've been eating like salads. I love pickles, but like I'll limit those because they're very salty. But I rolled out of bed at 10:45, and the event was at 11 at the library. 5 minutes I got dressed. 5 minutes I drove to the library, and then I went to the gym like without hesitation. And I was like, I was like, just in my head, I was like, Sanjay, 10 minutes ago, you were sleeping, you were sleeping, and now you're walking on a treadmill. Like it felt good. And like I said, I ran into
Wow.
one of my babysitters, and she's like, "You look great. You look vibrant." And I was like, "I've been hitting the gym every day." But honestly, all that stuff has been pushing out the negative thoughts. All that stuff was just like pushing out like anything negative I've been feeling. And even I asked my wife yesterday. I was like, "Hey, I might go to the gym." I didn't go because I was like, you know what, it's Friday before Monday when I start work. Let me just soak in the day. Let me just, I didn't get paid either, but I was like, let me just soak in the day. Then I got paid. I caught up on all my bills. I got to do my taxes today. But like now I feel motivated to actually do things, which I'm kind of proud of. um and I'm really trying to focus on going to the gym because I really want to start my filming. Like I want to do it in March, or in more into April, because I
Which
think
is
April.
tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So I had to go out to PA for my friend to do filming with him. Um, and now I'm at least motivated that, like, if I need to do some dedicated filming, I have the cost to do it, right? So my friend lives in PA, about 2 hours away. Um, and I need another friend to help me film. So that friend lives in town with me, and the other friend lives in PA. But if I drive up on a Friday night after work, hang out there for the weekend, we can film what we need to film and knock it out, right? So I have a dinner with him hopefully this weekend. I'm gonna actually call him after the podcast and say, let's connect and let's talk. But I'm so motivated to do this now, right? Like I want to go to the gym today, but after this, I'm taking my daughter to Burger King, going grocery shopping, then coming home. I mean, if I can relax a little
Family
bit, or
tradition. Yeah.
I mean, I might just fast. I might just fast until dinner. But if anything, after I come home from groceries, I'll see if I can go back to the gym. But tomorrow on Sundays, they do like a family swim day at the gym. So it's only like on Sundays for 2 hours. So I'm gonna take my daughter to that. So I think she'll have fun there. But like, yeah, and thank you, Gina. Gina said, I'm so proud of you, Sanjay. You're keeping moving forward and keeping yourself accountable about going to the gym 3 days a week. Listen to your body, rest and recover, but also doing a gentle movement while stretching, something like yoga can really help with that. Keep moving. Yes, and I'm also looking into doing physical therapy too. So now that I actually got, thank you, blessings, but I finally have insurance, so now I can go see a doctor, get my blood work done, learn a little bit more about uh what I'm lacking, what I need to do more of. I know my blood sugar isn't great, but I've been seeing better numbers, and I've been feeling improvements. And I actually used to do like a lot of like mid body exercising, so like back and abs and stuff like that, and I used to be able to feel nice muscle and feel good about myself, but it got covered in flab because I stopped exercising, and now I feel things again, so it feels nice, right? But I know I still have ways to go, but I'm very motivated to keep going. And now even more so, I work in New York, right? So I will be walking a lot. I'll be taking the
Yeah.
bus to the city, but then I'll be walking to work or taking the subway and things like that. And I don't know, I'm so psyched. I'm so excited about it. Like
It's good. It's
I'm just gonna be
good.
back in the
It's so
city.
good.
It's like
Yeah.
I missed everything about the city. Like
Your
everything about the
glow.
city.
Yeah.
And
Your glow.
like now the weather's getting better, so I'm hoping it kind of stays that way. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? But I've
That's
been feeling
amazing. Amazing.
I've
You're
been feeling good.
creating the guy you want to be in the future. If you can write yourself a letter, like what kind of guy you see yourself in the future, right? And that creates a lot of ideas and goals and dreams. Like, what do I need to do to get to that guy I want to be in the future?
I I
What
I,
kind of gap? What kind of dad? What kind of husband? What kind of a partner, friend? It's everything.
I love how you say that, because I don't think I've ever registered. Like, I know that was maybe in the back of my mind, right? Because now it's like you, exactly like you said. Now I'm becoming the person I want to become, right? But I think I forgot that lesson somewhere. So like you saying it now, you're absolutely correct. That like I saw a future version of myself that I wanted to be, and I think that kind of fell off my plate. But you saying that reminded me that that is the path that I'm on now, and it's refreshing to hear from someone else, especially because I don't think I hear it enough. Um, but thank you for that. I do
Yes,
appreciate you saying that.
definitely. Writing that letter down, it helps you to register in your DNA and also helps you to reread. Sometimes, as you say, you fell off the plate, rereading that. Oh, let me remind myself,
Yeah,
where am I actually going?
yeah.
Am I going to the right direction?
I think for the most part, like, and of course Instagram and all the reels and stuff I see, right? I was more focused on like being proud of my current self, if that makes sense. It's like, listen, you're not falling behind. You're doing fine. Take a step at a
You're
time and
falling
stuff like that.
forward.
Yeah, like just moving forward, whether it's sprinting, walking, or even crawling forward. Right? You're moving
Yeah.
forward, and
Or laying in that direction.
yeah, or at least looking in that direction. But like for the most part, like the quotes I read were like, be kind to yourself, right? You're doing fine, right? But the like, with the way we're talking now, the way you're saying where I'm at, right? It's more than that. I'm actually striding forward now. I'm actually moving forward comfortably, like I'm becoming the version of myself that I wanted to be. And it feels good, and I think the more beauty of it is that, like, I hear people saying nice things to me. Like, I've had one of my friends from like California, actually, like a few of my friends actually say to me that, like, even like Morgan, like everyone's like, you're doing great, like you're actually doing great. And like when they originally used to say this to me, I didn't feel that way. I would say thank you, because of course it's kind words to say, but they're like I've had people say to me like, I'm proud of you, like look at you, like even Gina, like, hey, you're going to the gym 3 times a week, that's absolutely amazing, keep moving. And for the longest time, like I wouldn't accept something like that being said because I didn't feel it, but now I finally feel it. Now I finally, like, I can feel it inside, like, thank you,
And
like
when you
I'm really
feel it
trying to work.
comes
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'll fall, right? I'll still fall. I'll dwell in my little dark place, but then I come back, right? Because I do feel I still feel comfortable sometimes going there, because I think it needs to remind me to, like, if I don't move forward, this is where I'll be. And I'm like, you know what? I've dwelled here too long to want to stay here, right? But it helps you remember the roots that you came from. And I think that is like a push. Like, I've been pushing myself very hard at my job. My wife would tell me, like, she's like, it's weird watching you at the gym. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why is it weird watching you at the gym? And she's like, because you exercise till you look like you're gonna pass out. And like, that's what I have been doing, is I'll exercise till failure. So like, if like, I'll exercise to the point that I can't do another set. And then, like, I gotta catch my breath before I do anything else. But I also, one thing I like to do at the gym is, like, I don't like to rest too long between sets, because like I'm trying to really push my body forward, right? And listen, when I was younger, I was so motivated to do this, and I can still do
Yeah.
this now. Well, I used to watch anime on my computer while exercising, right? So what I used to do, I couldn't do a lot of exercises at home because I didn't know a lot of exercises I can do for my arms and stuff like that, right? So I would do like jumping jacks horribly, but I would do jumping jacks, right? And then I would do crunches, like sit-ups, right? And I swear to you, I used to comfortably be able to do like 200 sit-ups at night. And the way I would do it is I'll do it in sets of 25, and I would just do 25, take a break, do 25, take a break, and keep doing it until the end of my episode that I'm watching of anime, right? So I would have the anime on the screen. I try to read the subtitles, as because I don't know Japanese or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, like I try to at least watch the anime, because like I'll be watching motivating animes too, and I would just do exercises. Now I was always kind of as you well know me, you knew me always as a smaller person anyway. I was a small frame person, stuff like that. But I did always have like a gut, and that's because I really didn't eat healthy, and drinking and all that didn't help. But like, I felt I had a strong core. I have a strong, midsection. And I forgot when I just stopped doing it, but I was hitting like 200, 250, and then like, I don't know, for whatever reason I just stopped. So like now, even that I'm trying to get back into, because I'm like, you know, um, I only used to exercise in my room because that's where like my anime was, or my shows were on my computer and stuff. Now we have streaming services. Now we have all this other stuff that I have on my other TV downstairs. I could just do it downstairs, like when I put my daughter to bed, just go downstairs, exercise for like a half hour, come back upstairs, and then just relax, enjoy my night. So I don't know, like now, I've been doing a lot more ab exercises again. I've been doing more back exercises. Like, when I go to exercise, and the way that I was doing it, and the way you should, was like I would focus on certain body parts during that exercise. So if I go on Tuesday, I was doing like legs. If I go the next day, I'll do upper body, arms, whatever. But like, no matter what day I go, I always abuse my mid section, like my back and my abs. I'll do those every time I go. So along with, walking on the treadmill for a little bit, and I walk on an incline to help too, so it kind of burns more calories. But I would always like I would do that. I would go abuse my abs and then I would go do legs or I would go do arms
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But long story short, like now I'm more focused on doing these things because in my YouTube show that I want to do and not the pursuit of peace, my other one I want to do, I have to be a little bit more physical. I'll be moving a little bit more. I'll be like fighting and things like that. And I'm just like so focused on like I'm getting so much closer to doing it, And I think part of it I know we talked about like, today was talking about the spiritual side of stuff because it's like counting the blessings with the spiritual side, right? But it's also like I'm trying to not wait till tomorrow what I can do
Going
today.
deeper of that,
Yeah.
filling your
Like
cup with the
I
so
think
much.
the inner soul of mine is encouraged enough to be like, no, don't do it tomorrow. Do it today. It's 11:49 today, Sanjay. Go do it
Yes,
today.
whatever you can
Don't
do
yeah.
today,
Whatever
why
you
do
can
it
do today,
tomorrow,
do
right?
today. Yeah, don't wait till tomorrow. And like it's funny because back then,
Tomorrowland doesn't exist.
nah, but he like the thing is I kind of can sympathize with those people who are like, let's do it tomorrow. The problem, and it's probably the same problem I had that these people can relate to. When we're talking about let's do it tomorrow, we have that motivation in our head now. Like, yes, we will definitely do it tomorrow because that motivation is
And it
fresh,
never
it's strong,
happens.
right? But then when tomorrow comes, it may be gone. Is a problem, right? So that's what I encourage is like if you have that motivation today, ride that wave today because you might not really have that tomorrow. And the thing is, I can't blame people because I can't be like, you definitely won't have that motivation tomorrow or anything like that. Honestly, every day is just kind of circumstantial if you think about it, right? Like we want to be driven, we want to be like positive, right? But like something will knock us down. Like I had a few friends who had like unhealthy. So I was supposed to game with some friends I haven't gamed with a while, right? But then it's like they were motivated, we were happy, and then like their pet got sick, and I was like, you know what? Just focus on what you need to do. I'm so sorry that your pet is sick. Just take care of your pet. If you need anything from me, let me know. The best I was able to do, since I got paid, I was like, I'll buy you coffee. I sent my friend like $10. I was like, get a coffee, get a donut, treat yourself a little bit, right? But like, just take care of what you need to take care of. We'll play games another day. It's not a big deal. So it's like circumstantial because we were very motivated. We are like, hey, we're gonna play because like she's a good friend of mine,
Yes.
and I'm like, I really want to play games with her, but like something happened, and I'm not gonna be upset the fact that something happened. It's part of life. But honestly, yeah, do your best to take what you have today and run with it. Physical therapy is
Absolutely, absolutely.
physical therapy is so important. Keep going to your appointments, and if you're still not right, request more from your doctor. You have to be your advocate when it comes to wellness and health. Agree. I don't have a direction anymore. I have a flow that is freeing. I'm choosing where I go instead of being forced.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't.
You choose yourself.
I think I
You choose
broke.
yourself.
I it's kind of. I still wish well upon the job that I left, right? Although I know they're burning at the stake. Like I know they're drowning, right? And
They already have a new person. They might be.
no, they do. They
Who
do.
knows?
They have a new person. My guy, my text me, and he's like, they have a new person already. But the thing is, like, I just feel bad because, like, so I was talking to one of my other coworkers at that job, and they're like, yeah, we have a new person. I just don't know how well he fits in. And I'm like, give it time. It's only been Friday. He just
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
just like they kind of rush bringing someone in. So we're not sure how well he'll do. And I'm like, to be honest, that's what they did with everybody they bought in, is that they would talk up a good story, but they never followed through with the process, And I haven't heard from my manager since. I haven't talked to anybody from like my side of it, except for like the people who hired me, but I only talked to them because I was like, yo, where's my money? Like I didn't get paid. But like I think they're still quite upset at me for leaving, but honestly, they needed to learn that lesson the hard way for taking me for granted. And I think even like I said, on the last day that I worked my job, my manager was like, sorry boss, I wanted to take you out, but I'm just too tired. And I'm like, I didn't even know you wanted to take me out. I was like, dude, we're friends, we'll do a double date with your girl some other time or something, right? Like we'll figure this stuff out, but don't worry about it. I was like, I just feel bad for you and the position I just put you in. And when I told him, I was like, listen, maybe in 6 months when I learn more things and I do more things, I might come back. I might try to make a difference here for everybody. And he was like, dude, I would honestly love that. And I was like, I'm focused on that. So I gotta text my one friend. So I think I told you that I wanted to get into project management. I don't know how much I got in deep with that, but I wanted to get into that. And one of my people that I worked with also wanted to do the same thing, but she's like, I have trouble focusing. And she's like, you know what? Come June, we're both gonna take the test. We're both gonna prep each other. We're both gonna study together. We'll both test each other, and then we'll take the test. So I got to connect with her because I want to set up study dates to go over the project management. And like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that everything else is falling in line for me to stay driven, so I'm trying my best to ride that through. But in a way, it just, I think you said it too, that they lost a blessing because they didn't count it. They didn't count me as a blessing. They took the convenience that I was there, and they ran with it. And then when I started, I'm telling you, I was just shocked when I was like, well, I'm burnt out, and they're just like, I don't understand why you're burnt out when it's easier now. And that just goes to show how much they didn't see how much I did on the back end to make it where it is now. And even when I explained that to them, they were just like lost. It was like a deer in headlights. They're just like, "What are you talking about? Like everybody worked together." I was like, "You've seen my numbers. Everybody did not work together, you know." But I still wish them well. I'm still wishing them success in their story. But honestly, it is what it is. All right, let me catch
We
up
have a
on these
lot of
comments.
comments.
I got this.
Gina, you're blowing up the chat. I
So
love it.
Gina says
But
back.
please go back and rewatch the 2 techniques that I gave earlier, which is a very totally amazing. Obviously, I pay for my education and I generously share what I decide at this moment is very important. Guys, those 2 techniques will definitely change your cup. It's going to be not empty anymore, it's going to be full.
Yeah, and then when your cup is full, you can pour it onto others and then refill your cup, which is beautiful, instead of overflowing it. Yeah, I'll catch up on Gina. So back then, you didn't believe it when they said it to you, Sanjay. Now you believe in yourself. That's the difference. We all fail. It's about getting back up. That's the most challenging in how you choose to move forward. Refreshing on your roots, your grounding points, that helps you get reconnected to yourself. You're supposed to work out till failure, otherwise you're not making gains. That's brilliant, Sanjay, because you're using the anime to check. Yeah, I gotta catch up with Gina, because I know she's been saying quite often that her thing is delayed, and I can see it in the comments here too, but I'm not sure why. But it's funny because the 2 times I got to see Gina,
probably service.
The 2 times I got to see Gina, it just flew over us because we started talking about everything and anything else. You know what I mean? But we'll catch up. But yeah, no, it's also important not to just like recover, Gina, but like you need to eat the right foods as well. And like I just have not been, and like I'll get my
time too, right?
Yeah. So like I haven't. It's funny because like people take creatine and stuff like that for energy, and like I'm like, once I'm at the gym and doing things, I'm okay with energy. Like I can really push myself. But like food wise, yeah, I have to eat more greens. I actually switched.
What your body feels.
I actually switched
your body
from.
Knows what you need.
I actually switched from like doing complex smoothies, right? So I used to put like berries, bananas, strawberries, all this stuff into my smoothie. With my protein powder and almond milk, and have that, and have like a thick, nice, tasty smoothie, to just keeping it simple, right? So I switched from that because what I wanted to do afterward instead was I would just have my protein powder, some peanut butter, and my smoothie, and my milk, and that's it. And then my blueberries, strawberries, and stuff like that. If I wanted a snack, I would eat that as a snack instead, right? Because eating blueberries is different than putting it into your smoothie and then drinking it that way, right? So I started snacking on it like that, so I felt not full, but like it would at least fulfill a hunger, or even like a sweet tooth at that point. So I started eating berries like that, nuts like that. I have chia seeds, Um,
Tea is good in your smoothie.
oh, I, I
Wow,
I I have oats, overnight oats that I make for myself.
that's
Things like that.
amazing.
So it's good. I mean, it's been on a better path. Even like coffee, I kind of cut back on. Like I'm having coffee now, but I don't drink as coffee as much as I used to.
That's amazing. Yesterday, usually, and one of my go-to is still it's a Greek yogurt and a rainbow, like a rainbow. I don't do it like line up like they show you on the picture. I do it around it. So I have my blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. I have my bananas, and sometimes I have a little bit of grapes. It's like all that together.
Yeah,
It's like a one good salad meal.
yeah,
It's like for me, it could be breakfast or it could be a snack between two meals, which
yeah.
always works. Like sometimes I put kiwis instead of grapes, or
Kiwis is good too. Yeah.
or mangoes. As long as it looks like a rainbow colors,
Mm,
it's colorful. If you're looking at your plate, it doesn't vibrate, then you're eating dead food, right?
no, yeah. There
Like
definitely needs
yesterday,
to be
I
a balance of
decided,
stuff.
yeah,
No, no, go ahead, go
yesterday I
ahead.
decided to make a burger. So I said, let me make a restaurant style burger at home.
Mm,
You know, I would take Krauser rolls and I toasted them at the iron pan, and then I had my juicy burger, which I always make medium rare, and then I put my pepper jack cheese, and then I put tomatoes, onions, lettuce, avocado.
mm.
Just made it like a juicy stackable burger at home because you know exactly what you're putting in there.
I
Put
have
it nicely with the beautiful pan, and it looked oh just better than the restaurant probably.
was it? I think it was last week actually. It was last week, yeah, because I took my wife out for Vietnamese food, right? So whenever
Oh,
I
I
go there,
love Vietnamese food.
well,
Oh,
so whenever I go,
you
right,
gotta go there. Yeah,
I always get like a broth, right, and I normally get like the vegetable broth,
like a pho.
and
Mhm.
they put like mint leaves in it. They put no, normally they put noodles in it, and then some bean sprouts, right? So whenever I go there, I actually ask them to not put any noodles in it and just put extra bean sprouts, right? Because
Oh, I love bean sprouts.
I use that as my noodles instead, and it's just like, well, with the broth itself, it's very filling, right? It's very comfortably filling. It's nice to have on cold weather, all that stuff, right? So I bought like low sodium vegetable broth for home, but I never bought like bean sprouts. But oh my god, I'm like drooling thinking about it, right? So I'm gonna start making the vegetable broth at home with bean sprouts. Sorry, I have to like saliva was going everywhere.
Drool a little.
Julia, yeah. Bean sprouts, like slice up some like like finely cut
Yeah,
carrots, put some like mint leaves in there, and like it's just like it'll be nice to have. And then on top of that, and I think that's why I want to go to
and it's
ShopRite
good with
today.
recovery. Bone broth, it's really good with
Well,
recovery.
bone broth is, yes, but I do vegetable broth, which doesn't have
I
collagen,
mean,
which kind of, but you can also add it separately, technically. But for
mhm.
me, like, I just want the fillingness of the food, right? So I'm also gonna get like the soft tofu. So you cut those up into blocks and drop them in there, and tofu just absorbs all the flavor and everything in there. So like having a nice soft tofu to eat while you're drinking like a broth is just oof. Okay, so that's gonna be like essentially lunch for me once I go shopping. But it
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and I like this kind like for me, especially with diabetes and wanting to eat healthy and try to get healthier. If I can find even though it's consistent food, right? So having a broth with tofu and bean sprouts, or having broccoli with, I do like reduced fat cheese over my broccoli, like a sprinkle of it, having berries, having nuts, right? Like they for to some people it's like, nah, it's too boring to eat every day, but it's like it's really not to me. And for me, if it's gonna put me on a healthier track, oh my god, I'd rather run with that.
And
And then
especially when it's
you go
yummy,
for
how is it boring?
it's you got to make the food fun, 110%. I think you got
Yeah,
to make food
yeah.
fun, you know. And I do think a lot of it is a lot of the food like making food fun is, I think a lot of people eat out of the convenience of eating rather than like
Yeah.
the fun of eating, you know what I mean? Like I think people just aim for like, oh, I have so much to do in my day, you know what, let me just stop into McDonald's, get two cheeseburgers for like $4 and then go home, you know. And yeah, of course that's gonna feel something, just not the right way. And I'm not trying to knock people who eat McDonald's or eat Burger King or anything like that. Like how I'm going right now after this, right? But like there has to be like a level of like you have to eat healthier, you know? And it's funny, right? Because a lot of people say that like a lot of when they get older they regret doing a lot of things, right? But it's not like if you think about it, you shouldn't regret doing these things, but you just learn later in life that hey, I should have done this earlier. And that's the words, if you think about it, that even our parents passed down to us. You know, when our parents were older and we were kids, they were just like, hey, you should do this instead of that. Oh, you should do this instead of that. And they didn't say that for the betterment of like just ourselves. They were saying that in the fact that they've experienced it when they didn't follow that own advice. So,
Yes.
you know, I try to take what my parents told me now, but I'm already in my almost 40s and I'm trying to pass my lessons on to my daughter who's, growing. And it's it's its own thing. But the back to what we were saying, yeah. So like food, like you can make it fun. I'm actually hoping that maybe during the summer I'll take a culinary class because I want to learn how to cook better. Um, did I mention the
That
vision
would be
thing?
great. Take a
Did I
master
mention
class with your
did I
wife.
mention the vision thing from what my mom said last week about my daughter and me? I think I did. That she was gonna be brilliant, like really smart and stuff like that, and then that.
No,
Oh,
I don't remember
who the hell
that.
did I talk to? Maybe it was like one of my
I
other
don't
friends.
know. But you can
So,
take a master class of a cooking. I think at the Bridgewater Mall they do like a free cooking
culinary class.
classes
Yeah,
on Sundays.
I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I mean, there's everywhere. Like, if there's something you want to do, it just like
Yes.
exists.
If your food 90% are boring, the other 10% you can discover new food. That's what we learned
Um,
in school.
shit.
So
Oh, so my mom was talking to I want to say like a priest, but more like a psychic, maybe a psychic, but more I don't know, something along the lines of a psychic, right? And my mom talked to the psychic in the sense of they wanted to know more about my daughter's future, right? So the psychic said, "Oh, my daughter's gonna have a bright future because she's very smart," and
ooh, psychic.
they also mentioned that like. Which kind of scares me, but I'm gonna ride the wave. Is like she'll get sick, but she'll recover from getting sick, right? But for some reason, the psychic also mentioned me, and they're like, the psychic went to my mom. She's like, your son is gonna get a new job and make a lot more money, and he's gonna be able to buy a house soon, right? And I'm like, well, with this job, if I play my cards right, I can probably buy a house next year. Yeah. So how amazing would that be,
Take
right?
only positive things that you want to program in
Oh,
your
yeah. No,
conscious mind.
and
Like,
like
because they could tell
listen,
anything.
no, the listen, like the little things I'm learning, even heroes, like because like I wanted to leave this town because like the thing is, I didn't want my kid to go to like the older grades here because I just don't know how good the school quality is. And then literally, I
Yeah.
go to the gym. The person that's doing our paperwork to sign my wife up was like, "Oh, after a certain age, your daughter can go to a magnet school." And I was like, "What the hell? Like, what the hell is that?" So, like, when I learned about that, if my daughter makes friends here, she can stay in town and still stay connected to those friends while going to like a school that like might improve her future, like go to college, get ready for college and stuff like that. But long story short, I was just like, it was nice to hear that from the guy, but like I don't know, I think it's finally like happening, and I'm just trying to take it a day at a time and make the most of it. All right, Gina, let's do this. Project management test is no joke. Yeah, I know like that's one of my biggest things, Gina, is that because like the project management test is like $500 if you get it discounted, like 525 or something like that. uh
You smart enough to
yeah,
make it
yeah, no,
happen.
I no, there's still things I definitely need to learn, but like I have a mindset for it, like in application wise, but it's more like you got to know words.
Passion
Yeah,
will
yeah.
get through you. Yeah.
I don't wish that on anyone. If there's anything I can do to support you and test you, prepare you, let me know. Yeah, absolutely, Gina. We could definitely work on that together. They treated you as a convenience at your last job. I'm glad that you recognize that people like us get taken for granted all the time. It's so crazy that they don't recognize your worth until you leave, and then their mind is blown up that they're used and abused you. Yeah, like what I'm telling you, when I
Yeah.
told them I was leaving, they were like shocked. They're just like, why are you
Yeah.
leaving?
And as we
Uh,
spoke in the last episode, I'm glad you recognize that.
Yeah, yeah, and it took a while. I mean, I've always kind of been that way, and I think I mentioned too in the last episode that I've cut off people that literally took advantage of me, period. Reach out to me
Yeah,
during the convenience of reaching out to me. um
you had enough
I
courage to live.
I
Yes,
I sadly, and it hurt me more than not. There's people I talk to that would talk to me only when I talk to them. But I enjoy talking to them because it filled a void in me saying like, oh, they're talking to me. We're good friends, right? But honestly, I mean, I'm not saying they're not good friends, but I'm saying that this conversation was carried because I would start the conversation. So unless like I want to talk to them if I can, and I try to make effort, I don't reach out to people who don't reach out to me anymore. And then if they reach out to me for the convenience of, hey, I need help with something, I'm like, as much as I'm a nice person and I want to help people as much
yeah,
as I humanly
that's
can,
that's
like
pushing a boundary.
now you're pushing it because now you're just taking advantage of my good nature, right? And I'm finally drawing the line, right? And it's something that it took me a while to get used to, but like I used to hate saying no to people. Like even if I didn't have a good relationship with you that was deep or had depth or anything like that, if we didn't connect well, but like I felt like we connected because I carried the weight, and then now it's just like you only reach out to me in your convenience, like, and now I can comfortably say no, and it's for peace of mind for myself. Like I'm not gonna go at like I've said countless times before, I'm not gonna set myself on fire to keep other people warm, right? Now I'm just trying to keep myself going, and now when people see that I'm not creating a fire for them anymore, I've lost their like outlook on me, like, oh, you're not convenient to have around. So I still connect with people here and there, but I've
Which is
hard cut off
good.
I've
That
hard
gives
cut
you
off a
enough
lot.
energy to create what you actually want yourself.
I mean, I'm meeting more people that motivate me, that push me to be a better person, things like that. So I super appreciate like that part of it, because now I'm making even more time for the people who made time for me, right? um Gina says you can't pour into others' cup if your cup is empty. Exactly. Your diet is huge for your workout. Exactly. um it's a bunch of yeah. Yeah, I'll reach out to you. She says creatine is also for other health stuff. I've also seen that. I just never took creatine because there's a lot of supplements you can take, but then like I also want to draw the line about how many supplements I do take. Like I don't
Yeah,
mind
you should
vitamins and stuff like
definitely
that.
go check that before you can say like, there's obviously certain supplements that our body doesn't produce, vitamin C, D, B12. We do
Yeah,
not
yeah,
produce
yeah, yeah,
those,
yeah,
so we
yeah.
definitely have to take it in. But also, if your diet is shaky, you're definitely low on iron and D at the same time.
Mm.
It's like 77% of Americans are like that. So it's like, you know, but I definitely encourage people that don't know nothing about vitamins take at least a multivitamin a day, because you're
Oh,
definitely
right. I
deficient
used to
on
have
certain
one.
minerals and
Uh,
vitamins. Because you know why? You are deficient because you're not eating enough good food.
yeah, yeah.
So, and at least take omega 3 for your brain, because we
Yeah,
all have a lot of stress. Those two
yeah.
things I always recommend. If
I
you
mean,
ever
one.
need any vitamins, I do have my website for anything you guys need.
Yeah, no, I'll
Anyway,
definitely keep you
check,
posted on
but
that.
first, yeah, check, make your blood work, check everything
Yeah,
with
I'm
doctors,
hoping. Yeah,
and see
within.
exactly what you need for your particular
I'm trying
situation.
to at least do my best in the fact that I do want to go see a medical professional, but I'm trying to at least get to a better point to say like I want to see. I want them to see that I'm doing a little bit better, because at the state that I was in, I'm telling you, they would have just been like, dude, you can't do anything for yourself right now. And my thing is this, right? So uh maybe on the I don't know, but maybe on the next episode we can talk about things that motivate us, like what things motivate us in what ways, right? And the reason I say that is because the example I'll give, and we're getting to the later point of the episode here, but like my cousin is also diabetic, right? And he has one of those things that you put on your body, the sensor thing to read your blood sugar all the time, right? And
Glucose.
for him, it's motivating that like he'll look at it, he'll, and whatever he eats, certain foods he eats and stuff like that, he'll see that it spikes his sugar, and sometimes he'll spike it bad, sometimes it doesn't spike it as bad, and he likes to see the numbers come back down after he eats. So then he's like, because when you eat, it's supposed to go up, your blood sugar is going to go up. The important part is that it's supposed to come back down, right? So for him, he liked getting that reading, because he's like, okay, I ate this, it spiked it, but it came back down. Or I ate this and it didn't spike it as much and it came back down. And like in my head, I already know, right? So if he had, for example, spaghetti, right? Spaghetti with sauce and cheese, spiked it, right? Because it's just flour, right? Or whatever spaghetti is made out of naturally, right? But like dough, yeah, okay. So like he would eat it and he's like, oh my God, like it spiked it, but it came back down, right? So I think his sugar might have been like 180, it spiked to 270, and then it came back down to like 200, right? Now my sugar is always higher, right? But anyway, but then after that, like he was like, oh, I had a salad, it went from 180 to like 220, and then it came back down to 195, right? And I was like, oh wow, salad brought it down much better. I'm like, because the salad is much healthier to eat, because there's a lot of carbs in spaghetti, and depending on what kind of sauce you use in spaghetti and what kind of cheese you use in spaghetti, like all that really matters. So for him, he liked seeing it depending on that, right? Me, I'm the opposite, right? So if I see high numbers, I stress. I stress super hard, and sometimes I stress eat. That's my conflict, right?
Just gets more higher.
So then it goes even higher, and I'll be at work, and when I was at my last job, I would be stressing a lot, and people would be like, oh, here, have a piece of chocolate, here, have a cookie, and I would just eat it because I'd be like, oh, I'll eat it because it's relaxing to me. Sugar is bringing me happiness or whatever, right? So like my thing is like
triple
for him,
sugar.
yeah, exactly. My sugar was bad, like it's bad. But anyway, so he told me, he's like, I have an extra reader if you want one, so you can see it for yourself. And I was like, nah, dude, I don't want it right now. Give it to me like in a month when I start feeling better, right? Because then I'll see a lower sugar, I'll eat healthy, and then I'll start doing that, right? But see, like the motivation for him is like he'll see a high number and he'll be like, I have to get on the exercise bike and I'll be good, right? For me, it's the opposite. For me, it's like I see a low number, I want to get it lower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I mean, that maybe on the next episode we can talk about like what motivates us to do certain things, right? And for everyone it's different. For him it was, I see a high number, I got to bring it back down. For me it's like I see a low number
today, not tomorrow.
well, that too, exactly. I have a low number, I want to keep it down, right? So
but try it, grab it, you never know.
The sensor, no, because like even the thought of it stresses me out.
No,
that's the thing, because like the thing is like I know my sugar is high, and that enough bothers me, but as of late it's been going lower because of the way I go to the gym, because of what I've been eating and things like that. So I want that consistency a little bit more, because there were times where, because I have the reader, the normal, you prick your finger and you read it, right? There were times when I would that's another thing too, but yeah, I would read it and my sugar would be lower and I'd be happy. But then my sugar would be high one day and I would get upset. And then when my sugar was high, I'd get upset and I'd stress about it, right? So they even say that when you check your blood sugar, like when you check your sugar, you're only supposed to check at like maybe like twice a day, 3 times a day max, right? But I was pricking it almost like after every meal. I would eat, like I check every 2 hours later because that's when it should go down. And I would check it, and it would, like every 2-3 times a day, and it was just stressing me out more and more. Like it's I'm weird like that. Like I can't stress about it, because if I stress about it, I'm gonna stress. It's gonna lead into other factors.
It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up more.
So I check my sugar. I check my sugar after fasting in the morning when I wake up, and then I check my sugar at night before I go to bed now, and that's it. Because I got to see like how things go, and then after that I'll go after like every meal. But even now my meals are getting a little bit better, so that at least like I know my sugar isn't going like that high, but it's a work in progress. But I think within the next few weeks I'll probably get the sensor from him. I'm working my way there, and like everybody has their own pace, everybody has their own way of doing it. Like I'm not opposed to it, but like if I say this is my reasoning of why I don't want to do it, like not you, but like hypothetical, I mean like perspectively speaking, like if I
Yes.
say to you, like, I don't want to do this now because they won't help me, you can't come back to me and tell me that like my way is wrong or my way is incorrect, you know? Because like what works for me won't work for you, and what works for you won't might not work for me. So
Yeah,
if for
there's
him,
no way right or wrong.
exactly, but
Listening to
like
your
you know what I
body,
mean, what
that's
do I
all it
mean, like
is.
my cousin was just like so driven
Yeah.
because like he has that mindset that it's like it's working for me, it'll definitely work for you. And I'm like, I don't doubt it, but you have to let me do it at my own pace. And he's like, all right, well, do whatever you want, because like at that point he kind of like accepted defeat in a way. And I'm like, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying this is how I feel about it. But because I feel about this, you can't say I'm wrong about feeling like this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so
Oh,
we got to the knee deep of it, but um yeah, I mean, every day is brighter. Every day
you're
is
creating
saying,
best version of yourself, and every day is definitely better than yesterday.
yeah,
You keep saying that to yourself every night. Tomorrow will be better than today, and it will be.
absolutely.
Every night before you go to sleep, say tomorrow is gonna be better day than today, and every day. It's beautiful.
Hmm, hmm.
And let's not forget that every thought it creates our reality, right? So if you keep saying my sugar is high, your reality is what? Your sugar is high. So it's very important to also track our words and our thoughts. Those are very important as well.
And
Let's be healthy not only outside but inside as well.
just to piggyback off that, I mean, there's a lot of things in this world that are obviously beyond our control, right? There's not, we can't control anything that happens in our life, but we can at least control how we feel about it and how we want to handle it, right? So things may not always go our way, but at least we can make the best of what we have, and just kind of hold that strong to that mentality. Like I said, during this entire podcast, this week was rough, although I had a nice week off. I took it a day at I took it a day at a time. I went to the gym, I started eating healthier, I feel better about myself. And that's the reality of it, right? I couldn't control what happens with my money coming in, I can't control with bills, I can't control all that stuff, but at least I can control what I can, and I can control my day, and I can control how I feel about it. And here we are, and it's been such a beautiful
Yeah.
day,
And
beautiful
don't
week.
forget you was feeding me with the bull line, line of
Yeah,
bull.
yeah, Larry, you never came back, man. Come on. I hope you can leave a comment. Let me know what line I fed. But like I said, I mean, I think it's gonna happen. I think it's inevitable, and I'm not opposed to it. Like, just tell me. I'm not gonna be hurt by it. Like, even something like that. Like, I'll choose if I want to be hurt from that line or not, and I'm really not, because I don't even know what you're talking about. But it could have
It's
been.
just funny.
It could have been something you don't agree with, and hey, man, that's fine. I'm not saying you have
That's
to agree with
fine.
everything.
Person was speaking of the nafuka, what anger and hurt. That's what I felt.
Which is still okay, because those emotions are what makes us human, right? My thing is, you can be angry, you can be upset, you can be sad, you can feel anything you want to feel, right? And I have no problem with that. And when you reach out to someone else like that, like exactly like you said, if you reached out to me saying Sanjay fed a line of bull, listen, man, you could say that. I have no problem with you saying that. I'd like to know why you said that, right? And we can definitely talk about it. See, I think the thing is, people will say things like this, and you see it more often than not. People will splurt out things, yell out things, say whatever makes them upset, and just be like,
Hmm.
um, like, you're full of this, you're full of, whatever it may be. But tell me why you feel that way. Tell me why, like, you would say that, because I'm not here to have an argument. I'm not here to say who's right, who's wrong. I'm not here to say who's the bigger person. I don't give a shit about any of that. I just want to know why you said that, and then we can talk about it. And who knows, maybe one of us will correct each other. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you're wrong. Like, it doesn't matter. The point is the topic of discussion, right? That's what we're here for. We just want to talk about it, because listen, I'm not saying I'm always right, Rose, I'm not saying you're always right, but the thing is, we're open to interpretation, and I think that's what's important. I was wondering what cup I was drinking from. But anyway, sorry, Larry. So, hey, man, I hope you're doing well. But listen, I would love to connect on that more if you want to leave a comment or join us on next Saturday on our podcast again. But I hope you come back
Yeah,
so we can talk about that a little bit more. And Gina, thank you for coming through and sharing your comments. You blew up the chat today on your own, and I appreciate that. Um, and yeah, I think next week we should maybe, I don't know, would you discuss motivating factors again? What do you
of
think, Rose?
course.
Because
Yeah, we can definitely.
I do fully believe that there's different factors for all of us, you know. And I'm curious.
March. Let's see. Tomorrow is March 1st. We're coming into, as I said, a lot of countries celebrating a spring. Happy spring. Also, it's a history month. You know, there's a lot of history months nowadays, and it's a history month of a woman. Women's Day is coming up. International Women's Day coming up on the March 8th. So let's not forget our favorite loved ones, our wives, sisters, aunts, moms, cousins, anybody, best friends that are females. And let's see, let's find some great history, um, of breaking females that actually changed the world for the better place to be. You know, let's make it a little bit about a woman because it's
Okay.
I know.
No, no, I have no problem. I just we can talk. We'll mix and match, right? So we'll definitely do motivating factors from, I guess,
Yeah,
women who inspire
like
you. Absolutely.
from the history, like in my country we celebrate Men's Day on February 23rd.
Mm,
The men that served in the army, and anybody obviously would do still celebrate any little man too. And the Women's Day it's March 8th, so it's kind of like two holidays that's always. I feel like we need to recognize more men, and we need to recognize more women. We live in a society that we stop recognizing each other. We stop seeing our achievements. We focus so much on getting, 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 getting. Stop, wait, slow down. Let's take a look what we have now. You achieved so much already.
yeah,
Can
I
you
mean,
can you see it? Can you see it? So
no, we can
that's for
definitely
women. That's definitely a motivation factor right there.
yeah, no, we can definitely discuss that a little bit further, especially with with the holiday coming up. Um,
Yeah.
so we'll go through that. So I'm trying to think, just because like it'll be different motivating factors for both of us, right? But yeah, I would like to see what we share, and I think it'll be fun. So we'll make that the next episode is
Yes, definitely. You can
motivating
speak about
factors
your
from,
mom and what is,
yeah,
I'm sure
exactly,
she achieved many, many, many beautiful things that you can share.
exactly.
Let's
So
let's let's talk about our heroes, our mothers, and
shout out to yeah, no, we'll definitely, we won't
even
get
your
knee deep
wife.
here because first of all I know for a fact that the like one of the people is going to be our moms, period, right? Because your mom and my mom, blessings in themselves. So definitely save that conversation for next week. But I 100% agree with that. I know they're going to be on there anyway, but we will definitely talk about that. And hey, listen, if you're watching, and I think what I'm going to do, Rose, is I am going to post up more on Motivation Station on bigger
Facebook?
platforms. Well, not just Facebook, but bigger
I
platforms
was trying
connect.
to, yeah,
Yeah, no.
share
So
Facebook
whatever
links
posts you
too.
put through, which is fine, it still goes through me because I'm the admin. But I tell it to go through anyway. But I'm going to start linking Facebook, Instagram, if I have access to Instagram. But basically, when we go live, it goes live on all these platforms. So I'm gonna try to push for that. But I'm also gonna put it on to bigger things like Reddit maybe, and put it out there and just say, hey, we've been doing a podcast for a while. If you guys want to check it out, things like that. I just kind of want to put it more out there, and hopefully maybe next week we'll have a
Yes.
bigger audience. And if we do, and you happen to watch this hour and a half long episode and you get to the end of it, please feel free to come through next week and share motivating factors for yourself and, the women in your life that motivated you, right? So maybe we'll talk about that next week. And then, I do like this that maybe at the end of every episode, we come up with a plan of what we're going to do for the episode after. So we'll ride that through until I can get more organized with some things. But I think I think it's a fun
We always
topic, so
create
I think
new
we're good.
ideas, so it
Honestly, I
always
think
works out.
not only do we create new ideas, we literally create new ideas episode from episode. You know what I mean? Like just every week is just something new. But
It's a
anyway,
flow right there. Yeah.
I hope you, I wish you well and anybody else as well. Continue with your fasting. And
Thank you.
I will represent you in the cheers to Motivation
Cheers.
Station and the healthiness that we are trying to build and the spirituality that we're building as well, right? But thank you for
Be
coming
healthy
through.
from not only outside and inside as well.
It's a
And I
fun
want to
journey.
say thank you so much for everyone who's listening us on Spotify. Sanjay just loaded up an amazing episode yesterday, so please check it out while you're driving. It's on Sundays, Spotify. It's a great platform to listen, not just watch. YouTube, we live here every Saturday, 11 a.m. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and bringing your friends to the party. Watch Motivation Station. Grab beautiful quotes that Sanjay always shares. But look at what we already achieved, and it might be contagious. It might be
Yeah.
contagious.
You
And
might
take those
actually get
techniques.
motivated. You
Yes.
might actually get motivated.
You
Be
might
careful.
actually get
You might
motivated,
get
yes.
motivated. Be careful.
You
Uh,
never know. So take those techniques, whatever works for you. Grab something, start, practice, enjoy. The change starts with you. We
Amen.
cannot change you, but you can change yourself if you make a decision to change. And that is why we're here every single Saturday, 11 a.m., no matter where we are. This is the station for motivation. This is the only radio station you can have for motivation on YouTube. And of course, thank you for investing your time watching it after work or during the week or rewatching the episodes. I will be on Facebook putting the interesting episodes that you can rewatch, right? Like I did
Mm.
last week. So let's see what happened last year in February, right? The Hoponopono episode was everything. So go back, rewatch it, like, share, and if it resonates with your friends, send it to your friends. Why not?
Mm.
Let's make this world a motivation
Yeah, we appreciate you
city.
coming by, and we hope that you get to enjoy some sunshine today, and definitely have a motivated day. Take care, guys.
Yeah, stay warm, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, yeah, enjoy the warmth while you can because the snow's coming again next week. So
Yes.
but we're almost there. The light's at the end of the tunnel here. All right, guys, take care.
Bye bye.